Hello everyone, we are back with a new episode of Dragon Ball Daima, episode 16, Degesu. And again, apologies for being a bit late on the upload. I'm trying to get better at this, and I'm only 2 days late this time, at the time of recording anyway. So let's dive on in. So first off, I'll just start with a quick review of the episode. I thought it was a good setup for the next episode. The next episode is going to be very action heavy by the looks of it. So if you love your Dragon Ball action, the next episode is going to be the one for you. So we carry on where we left off last time. They've just beaten back the army with the help of Pansy's King Dad's army, and they have left a right mess. Dear me. But we carry on. So to get things rolling, the group planned to rescue Dende first, rather than getting the last Dragon Ball that they don't know has already been claimed. And coincidentally, Degesu seems to have plans with Dende as well. As you see here, he goes and picks him up and is going to do something. He's going to take him somewhere, I don't know. Well, I do know, I've already watched the episode, this is my review. But let's keep a bit of suspense, right? And here we go, something I was definitely looking forward to. The group go to the palace and they are confronted by the Gendamari force. Now, I think I mentioned in a previous episode review that I thought the Gendamari force would probably prove to be no match for the group, but I was curious to see what level they were at. So let's see what level they're at. So it turns out Vegeta's going to take on the Gendamari force by himself, and I love this cool little trio pose of Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. And what's the result of this little solo fight for Vegeta? Well, Vegeta beats the first one in one blow, beats the second one in one blow, beats the third one in one blow, and then the captain steps up, and after a bit of casual back and forth, Vegeta again beats him easily, and they're tied up. Unfortunately, very, very disappointing, because I thought at least the Gendamari force might put up some sort of resistance, but Vegeta just effortlessly just battered them aside. You could argue the Gendamari army they faced the previous episode did a better job at resisting against these guys. It's kind of pathetic. I'm very disappointed. So interestingly here, after a bit of walking, I didn't want to cover that because it's just a bunch of walking, the group encountered Degesu, who seems to be trying to board a Gendamari ship with Dende, so I guess he was trying to flee. Cowardly, I guess? But now he's been confronted by the group, he decides to hold Dende hostage with a gun to the head. I mean, come on. This is like... You know, he's Supreme Kai's brother, so he's like the complete opposite. He will do any dirty trick, I guess. It's so strange. And we know Aaron's is their sister as well, and she's got her own motives too. And he apparently has aspirations to be king of the demon realm. So I guess he was never truly loyal to Goma, just was looking for his opportunity. But just as it seems, all hope is lost. Degesu is going to escape with Dende. Pansy, who had secretly followed them, charges in with her stun gun, or whatever, and absolutely fails. Degesu detects her and points his gun at her. So, good job, Pansy. But then, as all hope seemed lost again, somebody throws Hybis's new hat, and it hits Degesu squarely in the face, causing him to drop his gun and Dende. Well, send them both flying. And thankfully Pansy catches Dende, so she did something useful. And I swear to God, I was like, if this was Hybis, I swear to God, but it turns out it was Glorio who did it. And as that's all happening, it turns out that girl who got the belt from Hybis last episode has stumbled into the palace, and upon no one giving her directions, has stumbled into the throne room and is presenting the third eye belt to Goma. So it looks like he's finally getting his grubby little hands on the third eye. But before we find out what happens with the third eye and Goma, we swap back to the group, who have now gone to the third and final Tamagami, and Pansy is the one that notices that the Dragon Ball is missing from the body of the Tamagami. So that cat's out the bag. And just like that, Arin's then shows up. Always, look at this pose. She's always looking sassy as hell. So we cut back to Goma now, and we see he's trying to get the third eye out of the belt with a frickin' spoon. What a muppet. And he finally gets it out of the belt with a plunger. I mean, I do love these silly scenes. I don't mind them as long as, the plot progresses, and we're getting plot progression, so definitely not complaining this time round. And I love that the girl who got the third eye for him, as her reward, he said she could go to another room and just take whatever she wanted. And she comes out looking like this. She just robbed the whole place and just looks like this. I really like this really minor character. She's great. So Goma agrees to pay this girl 100,000 dokuro to put the third eye in his forehead, and he undergoes what looks like an incredibly painful transformation and ends up looking like a frickin' pride trooper, Jiren's team from the Tournament of Power. But that is where the episode ends, and where I mentioned hype and action next episode is because the preview, I've got a shot here of Goku clashing with Do, everyone's fighting. I wonder what will happen with Glorio, because surely his allegiance to Arin's will probably come out at some point, I'd think. And there's an ominous shot of some dark aura surrounding the palace, probably to do with Goma. So I'm excited for the next episode. Are you guys? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye.